I sat down to eat, actually hungry for once, and got a whole 3 bites in, and that was it. By the third bite, it felt like the food was already packed up to the bottom of my collarbone. A door slammed shut, and there was no possible way anything else was going in, and the plate in front of me still looked untouched. That's the part that scared me more than the fullness itself. I knew that tomorrow I'd sit back down and that same wall would show up again, and the day after that, and I had no idea how I was supposed to keep any weight on at all if 3 bites was my ceiling. Welcome to the Sippable Solutions Support Show. I'm Danny Cade, cancer cachexia survivor since 2015. If you've ever actually wanted to eat, sat down with determination to get real nutrition in, and then found yourself stopped cold after a few bites while the rest of the plate just sits there, you already know what thoughts and feelings comes next. It's one thing if the food tastes wrong or that your appetite is gone, but when you're actually ready to eat and your body just won't let you keep going, this becomes a serious problem. There's a name for it, early satiety. And it happens because somewhere between your gut and your brain, the wires get crossed. Cancer and treatment flood your body with inflammation, and that static hits the exact part of your brain that's supposed to tell you when you're full. So it starts firing off way too early, way too hard. On top of that, stress and trauma slow down how fast your stomach actually empties. So food that would normally move along just sits there telling your brain the tank is full when it isn't. Your stomach isn't full. Your brain is just panicking like it is, and it won't take no for an answer. Here's a few things that helped me to work with this instead of against it. Eating off of a small side plate instead of a regular dinner plate made a real difference because a full-size plate can feel intimidating before you've even picked up the fork. And intimidation alone can trigger that shutdown before a single bite happens. Even a small saucer works really well. Spacing smaller amounts throughout the day instead of aiming for 3 big meals gave my body more chances to take in nutrition without hitting that wall every time, because 5 or 6 small windows beat gambling everything on 3. Cooler foods and drinks tend to sit easier than anything served hot, since heat can amplify how full and heavy a meal feels going down. If any of you have found your own tricks for working around this, drop them below because I'd love to hear what's working for you, and I know others watching this would too. Of course, somebody's going to tell you to just eat bigger meals, finish the plate, get more calories in. For someone dealing with early satiety, that's exactly backwards. A big plate stops being food and starts being a threat, something to dread instead of something to look forward to. And the result is usually less food overall, not more, because the dread of that wall shows up before the first bite even happens. What's worked for several people in our community is shifting away from solid meals and going with something gentler on the stomach signals. A few ounces of what I call sippable solutions doesn't ask the stomach to process a full meal. So the door stays open instead of slamming shut. It gives you a way to get real nutrition in on those days that a plate of food simply isn't going to happen. This isn't about giving up on real meals. When food sounds good and your body's cooperating, eat and enjoy every bite. But on the days your stomach taps out early, having something gentler on hand could be the difference between staying nourished and losing more ground. As always, if early fullness is keeping you from getting enough in, talk to your care team. Let them know what's going on. If this sounds like what's happening every time you sit down to eat, drop the word fuel in the comments and I'll get you the free guide that has my proven protocol. That's FUEL, fuel, to get the proven protocol. Follow me at Sippable Solutions so I can see your comment, and please watch for my reply. Thanks, everyone. I look forward to seeing you next week. Bye for now.